facing second and a bundle.
65.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Goodwin able to haul it in. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Brings up second and 9 at the 6-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming.
Again, it's Henry. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Derrick Henry all alone. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt
Maybe some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will swell by one more. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can. The battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Joseph set to kick off.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. 180!
Mike 54. Hey.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Here we go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Alert!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
21. Here we go.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 15.
I got you, son. I got you.
You draw corkers.
Baby, get this. You're all right. Watch, switch.
Hey, exit.
Switch gears. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Mike's 50.
Now.
Mike's 56. On the ball.
Five.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a third and 13. To throw is Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Complete to Delaney Walker. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
56. Here we go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Greystone, travel.
Chance.
Now.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 49-yard line.
56 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Watch the run. Tight end left. 3 down. 3 down.
Bravo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Ready.
Tannehill on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You can't stop me. Check the backer.
Get it.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill flush to his right. He finds Corey Davis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ready.
Talking about 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey.
You all day.
Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Yeah. There we go. That's the one.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Hard.
Mike's 56.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down.
Here we go. 180. 2.
Here we go. Here we go. They're coming. Go, ain't running.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
A big play there just before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Two yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards. A first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Henry. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check, 56.
4 yards.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. X3, 218, jump.
36. Watch out.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
From the 38, Tannehill.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall, 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Kill.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And Suckup will put this one right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
The Niners take over first and 10.
We're going to work
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
13.
54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the lane.
Check, check.
12.
Check. Right there. 54. Right there.
They'll run it with Coleman. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 69 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come on,
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First down, Titans, gain of 12. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
56, right there, 56.
Alpha.
At the 40-yard line.
Mike's 56.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Again, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Orbit.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
60 outlaw. 61. Max box right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
That's good. Defense, keep it up, guys.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill, that's going to be caught. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Go! 50, plant. Hey, high 7.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Lock.
What you got? Tight dog.
21.
Flare, alert, flare.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
12.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better
All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium.
All day.
Here we go. 8, read. Leo. Ready.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A handoff, running left, Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Got a man, it's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack. Back there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. You go tight. You got tight.
Greystone, travel.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0.
49ers nothing.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo, forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Mike 54. Here we go.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
54 is Mike.
Buzz.
Watch 54. Let him know. Let him know. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Time to go, night.
Lock.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
They should have known.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't doing nothing today. Pilot, 64, weak. Kill. Go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the curl.
Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Here we go.
I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a give right side, Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made
Mike's by
by
4,
Kevin
Mike's by 4.
Byard.
Mike's by 4.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Titans' 26-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Hold on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Oh, Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
56. Check 56. I'm coming.
Yep.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Tannehill now to throw. Dancing to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Go. Smooth.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check.
Mike 56. Mike.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
One, Omaha.
Fresno.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo gives to Breida. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
56.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Showing up. Big rip.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Ship.
Topper. Hey, Jet, fight!
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
21, 49ers 6. Greg Joseph.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach half? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
Say hut.
29 is the Mike. Mike 20.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
65. White.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Garoppolo on first down. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
21.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
I got you.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Check pass.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, gun.
Motion. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game.
To kick off for San Francisco.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go!
Here we go! Ted Lobo. Hey, Sam on!
Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
And the Titans.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Watch 54, watch 54. Oh, yeah.
Shoot.
Now it's Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ready? 8-3.
Jaworski Park on the tackle.
On second down now, it's Henry, and they'll get him down right around the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it's third.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Let's go.
This is Henry.
Watch that screen, watch that screaming. Safety screaming.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
70.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Henry running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Lewis will get the handoff, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
29, 49ers 12. Greg Joseph set to
Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Watch Sam. I got you.
Mike 54.
I got one. Right
Hey, gun.
right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, watch the slant.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike 54.
I got you.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey, gun.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Six.
54 is Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
I got you.
You can't
Go ahead.
They'll try and throw for it here. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got you, son. I got you, son. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Tannehill's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
13.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All day.
Hey, exit.
Just like that.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, gun. Hey, go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, alert. Watch the ball. Stay hot.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the whip. X3, 218, chopper. Go.
Tannehill. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. And the busy night for Henry continues. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll run it again with Henry.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch 14. Watch 14. Check General West. Check 13. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill, and he finds his target. It's sharp. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Again, it's Henry. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Here's Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker.
Let's go, baby.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds.
49ers 19. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Now Garoppolo. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
On second down, it's Coleman. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.